Hello there. This is Lawanda will be Lawanda, and I am a survivor of known childhood sexual abuse. I create these videos to break the stigma, to reach the people who need to be reached, and to encourage healing along the way. I want to share something with you that I think is vitally important to put the pieces of the puzzle together. You see, one of the biggest questions that people have asked me since I told my story is why now? The thought process is, if this happened when I was a child, why did everything suddenly fall apart 38 years later? And beloved, that is a fair question. And truthfully, for a long time, I didn't have an answer either. You see, for 38 years, I functioned. I worked at my jobs. I laughed with my friends and my family. I built a career. I got married and divorced a few times. I raised children, and I showed up for birthdays, for holidays, and for family gatherings like nothing was even wrong. If you looked at my life from the outside, you would have said, she seems fine. And the reality is, I thought I was fine too. You see, I had long forgiven the person who hurt me. I had moved on and buried what happened to me deep within my psyche until one ordinary afternoon, everything changed. I was 51 years old and was helping to care for my mother after a surgery. As I walked down the hallway, her husband, the man who sexually abused me as a child, walked toward me holding a pair of my underwear. He said, "Hey, hey, you dropped these." To almost anyone else, that would have been an ordinary moment en route to the laundry room. But for me, it was an earthquake. Because for 15 years, I had intentionally hidden my underwear from him because I left my home state, and when I would visit home, had to stay in their house during my visits. I always remembered how, as a little girl, I would watch him take my underwear from the dirty clothes hamper as I looked down the chute from the upstairs bathroom. And because of that, I developed a habit of hiding my underwear whenever I was visiting. It became like second nature, and I never questioned it. It was simply one of the many ways that I had learned to survive my truth. When he handed me those underwear, something happened inside of me. It felt like my entire nervous system exploded. Not just emotionally, but it exploded physically, mentally, spiritually. Everything I had spent 38 years keeping buried inside me came rushing to the surface like a volcano. It was those underwear. Those underwear was the trigger. The trauma had been there all along. But that's when I realized something. My body remembered what my mind had buried so that I could survive. Whew. For 38 years, my mind did exactly what it needed to do. It helped me function. It helped me to build a life. It helped me to keep going. But honestly, my body had been carrying the truth the entire time. And in one single moment, another glimpse into the mind of an unrehabilitated sexual deviant was enough to release the channel locks on the gate that held everything back. I mentioned it before, but think about a volcano. People look at that mountain and think it's quiet. They think it's stable. They believe that it's safe. But what they don't see is the pressure that is building underneath the surface. The movement that is beneath the surface, the heat, the shifting, and then one day, it erupts. People ask, where did that come from? And the answer is, it had been building for years. That was me. I call it Pantygate because it didn't create my trauma. It only revealed it. Pantygate didn't invent my pain. It exposed it. It didn't make me weak. It showed me where I had been surviving instead of healing. And that is the difference. You see, survival keeps you alive. But healing invites you to become whole. So maybe you're watching this today because something in your own life has suddenly brought old pain to the surface. It could be any type of trigger. A smell, a song, a conversation, a photograph. And now maybe you're wondering, why is this bringing up old stuff now? Hear me when I tell you, your body isn't not betraying you. Your body may be finally telling you the truth that you refuse to tell. It's not because you are falling apart, but because you are finally in a place where you can begin putting the pieces of yourself back together with the truth instead of in spite of it. Survivor, I do this because I want you to feel seen. I want you to know that what happened to you does matter. I want you to know that healing is possible. It's not easy. It's not fast. And it certainly is not pretty. But it is possible. I am here using my story, my experiences, my mistakes, and my healing journey to remind you of something very important. You do not have to stay where survival left you. You can grow beyond it. You can heal beyond it, and you will certainly make it beyond it. If these conversations are helping you, I want you to do me a favor and like this video. I want you to subscribe to my channel, and I want you to share it with someone that you know needs to hear it. That's how we are going to grow this community, where we support one another. That is how we are going to reach the people who are still suffering in silence. And that is how we are going to heal together. This is LaWanda will be LaWanda always, because everybody else is already taken. I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.